Okay, Eleanor, this is your writing comments. Okay, so first of all, the technical stuff. Okay, you've seemed to be doing okay. You got a title and everything else. That's great. Okay, so let's start reading. Hopefully, you can follow along. Okay, most people are centered in the basis of the clinical iceberg, and they may be classified as healthy or normal. Okay, I'm not sure what this part of the sentence means. Are centered in the basis of the clinical iceberg. I'm not sure what you mean by that. Okay, let's look at the next sentence. The next level of the clinical iceberg indicates an important group of people who are healthy. Okay, so you're starting to describe the layers of the iceberg, but you haven't actually described to me what the iceberg is. What healthy is, what normal is, and that the fact that you're going to be talking about those different ranges of healthy and unhealthy. So you haven't told me exactly, you haven't described exactly what you're talking about yet. The next level of the clinical iceberg is an important group of people who are healthy. Okay, although they are healthy, they are having some features. Okay, I would put a WW there. Features, overweight, for example, and doing some wrong practices like smoking. Okay, so you could say wrong lifestyle or certain lifestyle features. Okay, and instead of putting them in brackets, I think this is a comma. Yeah, this is a sub phrase. Yeah, which make them in a higher risk of exposure to disease in the future. Okay, therefore another group. Okay, not therefore. You're using the wrong connector here, though. Another group that have been previously in some particular morbid state. What do you mean previously? You mean before they've been in a morbid state? I'm not sure what that means. Okay, another group. Okay, I think you're using previously wrong here. Another group that is about to be in a morbid state, maybe? Okay, in the future, these groups may have clear signs of an element. Okay, what do you mean by element? Okay, smaller group of people are said to have a preclinical disease. Okay, so are you talking about the next level of group or a group within this group? I'm a little confused here. Okay, they do not have any symptoms, but when they are examined by a physician, they are developed. Okay, they are not developing. Yeah, they haven't developed. They have signs in this disease. Okay, so you want to change that that verbiage there. Next, people who have obvious signs and symptoms of a disease are included in the visible part of the iceberg. Okay, so this is the first time you've mentioned the iceberg, and you're almost at the end of your writing, right? Finally, in the top of the clinical what? I think you want to say clinical iceberg, where people are in the process of dying because they developed a severe disease. Okay, so what is the task that you were asked to do? Did you address those people in the task? Did you explain the clinical iceberg? You explained the different stages of the iceberg, but you didn't explain the whole iceberg. That was the task, yeah? So I'm afraid that you would fail that part of it, yeah? The task part of it. Your writing's not too bad. We need to work on some of your grammar. But other than that, yeah, it's not bad for a first attempt, okay? So maybe we need to do this again. Good job.